We are back, guys, right here on the channel for the Smackdown review. First off, happy Halloween to everybody, because here in Australia it is Halloween time. I think it's Halloween time for everybody, but maybe some countries will celebrate it early, maybe some countries don't celebrate it at all. But either way, happy Halloween to anybody who does follow the tradition. I'm not really a big fan of Halloween. I used to like it when I was little, because when you're little you like to go around, get some nice chocolates. But we're not here to talk about Halloween, we're here to talk about WWE Smackdown, and the reason why I mentioned Halloween, because they had a Halloween feel to it, only for one match, but you get the point. We started off the show with AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan engaging in a war of words. Now, it looks like the reports of Daniel Bryan refusing to work Crown Jewel were true, because it seemed evident because of what happened. Because of what happened here tonight, we had Shane McMahon come out and he announced a matchup between both guys. He announced a match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan right now here on Smackdown Live, and it made it pretty clear that this was pretty much WWE's way of saying, hey, you don't want to work Crown Jewel. And it's also kind of apparent on the ending. They had Daniel Bryan tap out to the calf crusher. If you don't see that as punishing someone for refusing to work Crown Jewel, then I don't know what to tell you. After the match, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles shook hands in respect. It was an alright match. It was an alright match between the two. And then out of nowhere, Samoa Joe, or as that Paul Heyman said it, Samoa Joe, made his return here on SmackDown Live, choking out both AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan and holding up the WWE Championship. So now at Crown Jewel, it's going to be AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, which is the replacement match for Styles and Daniel Bryan. So much for Daniel Bryan's win at the Super Showdown then. Pretty much all I've got to say about it. Alright, next we had Big E versus Cesaro in a trick or street fight. These types of gimmick matches, I'm just not a fan of them. I'm just not a fan of these types of matches. Sure, it was cool to see the New Day come out dressed as the Brood. The Brood that Gangrel, Christian, and Edge. That was pretty cool. Sheamus and Cesaro, they came out with costumes on. They came out with costumes on as well. Sorry about that. Hey, just closing my door. They came out with costumes on. And Big E got the victory here in this trick or street fight. And honestly, I just did not really care for this. Shinsuke Nakamura versus R-Truth. Now, this was meant to be Ty Dillinger, but Ty Dillinger apparently had suffered an injury. He sustained a hand injury. And so R-Truth took his place in this matchup, and it really didn't matter if it was Ty Dillinger or the Truth. Either way, Shinsuke Nakamura gets the victory And at Survivor Series, it was made official. Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Champion versus champion. Now, I'm actually intrigued by that match. I'm intrigued by that match. I think that match is, I think that could be a blockbuster match. But knowing this company, they'll probably handcuff both of these guys and prevent them from giving us an absolute thriller. Hopefully they don't. Because I think Nakamura and Seth Rollins could easily deliver a 5-star classic. Becky Lynch. She comes out, cuts a promo, and she promises to rip Ronda Rousey's arm off at Survivor Series. I loved this promo. Becky Lynch sounding incredibly serious. She's not intimidated of Ronda Rousey. This match is a good match and all, but I still stick to what I say on Raw. I feel like it's better if you protect both women without them physically taking a loss. Maybe you could have them lose by, you get a double count out, you could have a double DQ, or you can get both horsewomen parties involved. I don't really want to see a clear-cut winner here. I think Becky losing this match will only kill all the momentum she has. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, she's losing no matter what, Pat. Ronda Rousey ain't going to lose. Well, that's why I say bring the horsewomen. So that way you can cause a DQ. So in that way, Ronda and Becky won't lose any momentum and they won't look weak. And neither of them will look weak. So I hope they do the horsewomen angle. But, the other thing that people say is, well, Sasha and Bayley are on Raw and Charlotte Flair's on Smackdown. And we're basically doing the whole team Raw versus team Smackdown thing. So why would 2 girls from Raw want to help 2 girls from Smackdown? Well, you could definitely tease it some way. You don't have to physically... You could have, Shayna and all them in the crowd. I don't know. Just... I don't know. Feels like my idea is just not worth it anymore. And finally, the main event was Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton and The Miz. I don't know what was the point of this. I don't know why you thought it was a great idea to have the World Cup participants just pair them up in a tag team match. We had no freaking women wrestle on this show. We had no women wrestle on this show. We never got an aftermath of what... I was really intrigued at what was going to be the aftermath of the whole Mandy Rose situation where she eliminated Sonya Deville. I wanted to see how that story was going to develop. It seems like it was just a one-off thing. That disappoints me. Yes, Charlotte was on the show, and Paige was talking to her about her wanting to be team captain. Of course Charlotte Flair is going to be team captain of SmackDown Live. There's really nobody else. Asuka's pretty much irrelevant. She's not worthy to be a captain. So, Charlotte is pretty much the only option. Who's going to be the captain of Team Raw? My gut feeling is going to say Alexa Bliss. Because I think everyone is going to be disappointed that 2 of Vince McMahon's favorites are going to be captains for their respective brands. That's just how I see it. I think it's going to be Alexa, team captain of Raw, and Charlotte, team captain of SmackDown. So... I'll go more into detail on this maybe another time, because I feel like I think I have a good idea of what I would do for Team SmackDown. But let's get back to the main event. It wasn't really anything special here. Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy get the victory. Rey Mysterio pins The Miz, because you're not going to pin Randy Orton because he needs to be protected as a heel. And speaking of Randy Orton, he just came in RKOing everybody to oblivion. He RKO'd Jeff Hardy into oblivion. He RKO'd Rey Mysterio literally into oblivion because Rey Mysterio jumped off the top rope and Randy Orton caught him in midair with a beautiful RKO. I freaking love those RKOs when he catches them in midair. They're just so damn beautiful. And then finally he gives one to his tag team partner who took the pinfall. Who took the pinfall for his team. RKO to The Miz. And that's pretty much everything. That is pretty much everything. So yeah, be sure to let me know down below your thoughts on SmackDown Live. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Comment your opinions down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so. And be sure to follow me on my Twitter at pvalentine. I wanted to make this quick because I really don't have a lot to say about this. I'm not going to drag the video out on purpose. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll talk to you all later. See you then.